Yeah, we'll go live 20 minutes earlier than usual, won't we? Get a little bit of extra practice in, which I most definitely do need. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Been a minute. It has been a minute. We had, well, we didn't do last week. We have, was it with Shugal and then 2 weeks off? And then Dilla? So have I not done, I don't think I've done an aerial race in 3 weeks now. I have to lock in for this. God. All my settings keep resetting themselves, and I'll be honest, I don't fully know. Oh yeah, that's why I got that up, because my throttle's not right on this controller. That'd be alright. Throttle, brakes, yeah, let's just make the brakes smoother, whatever. I think the clutch is all as it should be. Yeah, I've been having a lot of controller grievances the last couple of days. It is what it is. And now I'm still rocking the Rose one. Still rocking this one. We've only got 2 rounds left to go. I can muscle through. Should buy another one though. I think I just need an entire new PC, to be honest, at some point, because just nothing else works. So again, I spent like 2 hours yesterday going through all different iterations to get the PS5 controller to work to no avail. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. We will survive. Right. Oh, that's a good way to start off. Thank you very much, Alex.
1889 became a member.
3 years and 1 day.
1889 celebrates 37 months of membership. Kissy kissy.
It's quite gross when I've... So, I started making YouTube videos like actually just before I met Linda. And we've been together 6 years now. So that means I've been making YouTube stuff for 6 years. That's kind of gross. That is kind of disgusting to think of. Do I have last year's BUDDS Creek downloaded? I do. Spin some laps around this. So I got, what's the time? Got 25, 26 minutes until the password releases for this week's race. But I thought it was probably worth me getting a little bit extra practice in today, since the sticks have not been moving how I want them to move. I'm well, thank you, Yokel. Welcome, welcome. So all of my controllers have issues right now. This one's issue is, as you can see, it likes moving itself forwards a little bit now and then. That's not going to do it now. My hands are on the controller. Oh no, it's all right. It's all right there. Is he going to do it now, or is it going to embarrass me? That's actually behaving relatively all right. There's sometimes where it just like keeps doing this by itself without me touching it. Oh, I mean, you can see at the bottom left, it does like a really. I'm trying to like smoothly move it around. Every now and then, it'll do like a really quick jerk. Oh, we got to get all the excuses out of the way. But yeah, if you haven't watched my video, I can't remember if it was today or yesterday actually, where I was going on about it. The race I done on Monday for the British, I said that it felt like I couldn't follow a corner in one. It felt like it was like turn multiple times. So I went in here, and basically with that controller, if I was turning like halfway here, whereas right now I can just kind of leave my controller in one place and it stays there, it was like flickering like this, like loads by itself. So that's what was causing it to stand up over and over again. So now I've stolen Linda's controller again, and this one is smoother for the turn-in. The sticks themselves are stiffer, so it's kind of messing up with the muscle memory a little bit. And yeah, the only downside of this one is every now and then it will like make itself go like forwards on the left stick like this. But luckily, me pressing forwards on that stick whilst playing doesn't actually affect anything, so it should be okay. Do I have set up on? So yeah, it should be all right. We shall see. The other downside was the throttle doesn't work 100% properly, so I've had to increase the throttle gain up to like 120 to 130, because I pressed the right trigger all the way in and it would only do about 3/4 worth of throttle. So I've just got to change that a little bit. So it just means the throttle is going to be a bit more sensitive right at the bottom, but we'll get through it. Not the end of the world. This one right now is 2025 BUDDS Creek. The one that we're racing on today doesn't release for another 23 minutes. But the track layout itself is the same. It's just the ruts and the bumps that will change position, so may as well get some practice going on this and actually try and follow some ruts, hopefully a little bit better than I did on Monday. I'm good, thank you, Ethan. I don't think we can double into here this week, based on the track preview that I saw B. Clay do. I've got no expectations today. There's some silent expectations of who I would like to beat. Because right now I've got Troy and Jake right up my booty hole in the points after I missed the last round for third in the championship. So I somehow stayed in third, I think. But them two are really, really close. At least that's what someone said. I haven't actually checked that myself to know if that's correct or not. So yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Sin. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Oh, I also found... so I still don't have any notifications for it. OBS doesn't give me the option to set them up just yet. I don't know how long it's going to take until I can do. But people were sending... There's new YouTube gifts, pretty much, which are called jewels, which I imagine they're pretty much like Twitch bits. But I went and had a look in there and worked out the conversion rate. So it's people that were sending those jewels. Sounds so weird to say. It's just so so new gen, isn't it? Yeah, thank you very much last week. I won't be able to call them out on the fly during the stream because I can't see them until I tab out and go into the YouTube stream specifically. But appreciate it nonetheless. You met me in Discord. Are you sure? I don't usually go in Discord. At least not in voice chats still. Are you sure there's no impersonators? Last race, the one on Monday, if you mean J Stills, it didn't go very well for me. I was all over the place. Definitely not me in Discord then. I'm guessing you mean you've met me in a voice chat, but I've not been in a random Discord voice chat in literally years at this point. I just joined the group voice chat and that's it. So sorry to be the one to burst your bubble if that was the case. Yeah, but the track layout's identical, isn't it, from this year to the one that's releasing soon? Is purely the bumps. I noticed that he didn't take it, so I don't know how it's going to ride, but this berm on this year's one that I saw in the track preview is huge. Massive, some might say, if you're an injury enjoyer. So I think the track itself is probably going to be quite quick. There's a couple of sections with quite choppy bumps. I noticed you've got this bump here again, so you can pre-jump up and over Henry Hill. Hello, Mitch. Whatever your time zone is, the qualifying time will be the same as is every single week. I imagine that's just a bug, or just an error on the MyMXBN. It's the same time as it always is. Hello, Azzy. Well, I still feel a little bit wobbly right now, but I'm not turning 3 different times per corner, so at least the steering's doing what it's meant to do. Now it's just down to my thumbs to do what they need to do. Oh, they're going front. Close. I do like these little pre-jumps at the top of the hills. I've seen a clip of Cole Davies from last year doing that pre-jump over Henry Hill, and he hits an op-over. His back wheel touches the top, so then it steps out even further. And it's still manages to bring it back. It looks really, really good. Hello, Azzy and OT. Well, everybody, we're slowly all filtering in. I mean, I've started a little bit sooner than earlier. And it's been 3 weeks off. I'm out of people's routines now. Yeah, what I've noticed, so I'm somewhat back on the content game now, with doing the short form every day and then videos almost every day. Once you take a prolonged break, so I think I uploaded something 3 videos in 3 months. really hard to like try and get that traction back in. It's like you gotta get the ball rolling and then you just have to stay on top of it the whole time. Hello, Wowzer. What setting do I change if I feel like I'm toppling over too easy? Your direct lean's on 65. Do you mean you're toppling over too easy as in it feels too loose, so it's like as soon as you start turning you just fall over? Or are you like halfway around the turn and you feel like your front end's just going or whatever? But if it sounds like you're toppling over too easy, I'd imagine your gain is probably too high. So the way this probably isn't fully correct, but the way I envision it in my mind is a direct lean is how quickly you lean over and stand up, but the gain is how far it allows you to lean over and stand up, pretty much. So you could have like 100 direct lean, which would make you turn quickly initially, but if you've got a really low gain, it kind of limits you to how far you lean, so you wouldn't fall over as easily. And on the flip side, you could have a really low direct lean, so it starts turning slowly, but your gain could be really, really high, so then you could lean as far as your head hitting the floor and crash. There's lots of moving parts to like the turning setups, like things kind of, they tend to work in unison with each other. At those massive rollers quickly. You gotta like, if you're not doubling them, you have to you gotta limit your wheels leaving the floor as much as possible. So I'll almost try and like scrub off of each one, so I'll stand up it and then just as I'm about to crest each roller, I'll sit down and just try and keep that bike into the floor. The other thing, you just got to make sure you do as little turning on each roller as possible. So it's like, get your turning done before your wheels are going to leave the ground. Otherwise, you're going to land slightly sideways or your bars are going to be turned when you land, and that's going to cause you to get sketchy. Tell you what I've been struggling recently, the last couple of days, when I've just been playing here and there, is in like really choppy braking bumps coming into a turn. I feel like my bike's getting really unsettled compared to normal, but the suspension that I've been running is literally the same. I don't know if it's because I'm not going as fast, so the harder suspension that the fast boys use that they sent me maybe isn't doing its job. So here I'll like sit down, then I know I'm going to double this one, and I'm going to double this one. I mean, them ones are fairly easy to double. Just got to make sure your wheels are in the ruts that go up it. Then you're going to not spin out as much either. Maybe that... Probably won't be able to get away with doing that with the overjump crash on in the server, so I'm going to have to check up if there's anything like that again. Hello, Mr. McRib. Hello, Mr. Tetfi, how are you? I'm very well. Got an appointment for knee replacement surgery. You have to wait a few months off work. Is that fully paid? That's not too shabby. Oh, maybe I need to go and get booked in to get my knee fixed. The issue I've got with my... I'm torn right now on if it is a meniscus issue or a IT band issue. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do in that regards for my knee. But basically, years and years and years ago, when I injured myself originally, I tore my ACL and I tore my meniscus at the same time in a motocross crash. Took about 2 years to have the surgery done because NHS in the UK, whilst it's a great concept, it's fundamentally flawed and overcrowded, and it takes forever to get any kind of appointments or surgeries done. But it means free, so can't hate on it too much. So it took me about 2 years to get it done, and then they was able to repair the ACL, but they could not repair the meniscus at all, so I've got no meniscus in my knee. Now, in the training I was doing at the start of this year, had no knee issues whatsoever, and I've never had any knee issues. Like, it doesn't really cause me any pain. I can stab my leg on the ground at motocross and it doesn't cause me any pain. But what I did pretty much at like the start of last month was I went and ran a half marathon, like trail half marathon, so it's like rocky terrain, up and downhill, and ever since then, every time I run now, for any longer than like 40 minutes, I get a really sharp pain on the outside of my knee. And people were saying like it's an IT band issue, which I don't know why it would just suddenly start being an issue now when it was never an issue before, until I decided to do one long run, and now it's shit ever since. But I have a feeling that it's because of the no meniscus, and I've just got bone grinding on bone on that part of my knee. But I bought a knee brace to run with, and like it adds a tiny bit of extra support. It makes the steps feel a little bit springier, but it does still hurt after like an hour and a half. I think it's just chalk, to be honest, because I've got like 6 weeks left, so can't have any surgery and recovery time in that time. That wouldn't work. I think it's just going to be a case of run what I can, do a bunch of cycling up to that point since that's low impact and it doesn't hurt it, and then just pray on the day. Get myself just absolutely full of painkillers and medication, and just tough it out. It's like walking doesn't hurt it at all. It's running and then going up and downhill that hurts it. If I'm just walking on flat ground, I could walk all day long. No, I'm not watching. I don't watch the Friday stuff, to be honest. I usually just do these aerial races, and then when the aerial stuff's done, I'll go on YouTube and watch, like the Vital and all those posts of like press day footage. Yeah, I saw the Team USA list. Yeah, that's a good point. Waiting 2 years is definitely better than being very heavily in debt. It's one of them things where I didn't have to get the operation done. Like the person that I saw was basically said like. This was back when I was actually young. So he was like, you're young enough. Some people never have the operation done. They just like build up all the other muscles around the knee. And I was like, I mean, I've got an office job. It's not like I use it all the time. I may as well get surgery done, then just let it heal on its own. And it's like, that surgery feels fine. I've never had any ACL issues after that. It's just training for this ultramarathon has really been giving me issues in that right knee. I just didn't... When they done it and they was like, we were unable to repair the meniscus, I don't know if that's like we couldn't be bothered, or they tried and it didn't work, or there's some other fundamental reason why they can't do it. No idea. But it never hurts me for like motocross or cycling, swimming, anything. It's just purely been running. That's what doesn't help is I'm a fat boy, so got all that extra weight pushing down on a not fully functioning knee as well. Yeah, saw that USA lineup. At first I was like, well, hang on, how's Cooper Webb doing it? But then none of the other star boys can. And then I realised that it's after his contract ends. So I think that's when he's going to be on the Team Tedder KTM, I think, is it? With whichever one of the Hill brothers is on that. So Cooper is a true patriot. Bro will do it no matter what. And this isn't a dig like to the US at all. I suppose it's a compliment and like a question in a way. To me, as a non-US person, I feel like US citizens are some of the most patriotic people in the world. Like US people love the US, they love their country. I'm not patriotic to the UK at all. I think it's an absolute shithole. Like, I wouldn't mind just moving to the US full stop. What I can't understand is how a country and a sport that is so patriotic can't just go and do the one event a year that matters so much. And it is mostly like Star's fault, let's be honest. You pay for so many riders every single week to go riding. Like, surely you can find the money somewhere to just take a couple of boys, bikes and mechanics overseas and go and ride one event. It does suck. I think, whilst, don't get me wrong, as a non-American, we kind of love seeing the US team getting beaten at Nations. That's kind of like the whole thing, isn't it? It's like US versus rest of the world. But when you just rock up with a USA B team every year that the event is not in the USA, I think it takes away from the competition a lot. So we're going to have an American B team, we're going to have an Australian B team. I think it's going to be between France, Belgium and Netherlands, probably, who's going to win the whole thing. Oh, that's actually decent information there, Rubber, thank you. Americans are conflicted with everything that's going on. I imagine there's all sorts of politics that I don't know about. So my thing is, I'm quite... What's the word where you choose to just ignore things on purpose? But I intentionally choose not to look or get involved in any like political stuff as it is, even in the UK. So I got no clue about US politics if I don't know about UK politics. Ted is going to Husky. Okay. Apathetic might be the right word. Yeah. It's like I choose not to pay any attention to any of it. Because I find people that just argue about politics online on social media all day, every day must be absolutely miserable. I just sit and enjoy my life as it is. Oblivious is probably quite good as well. I'm very much in... This probably isn't the right way about thinking about things, but it's done me pretty damn good so far in my life, is if I don't think about it, it can't affect me, and it can't bother me. It's like, oh, this new law has passed where you can do X, Y, Z, whatever, and it's like, yeah, fine, I just have to deal with that and carry on living my life, because me as one person would never change that decision anyway. So it's like, just roll with the punches and do what you can do. Who am I taking for the 450 chip? I genuinely don't know. The thing is, I don't mind either of them. I really, really don't. I think whilst I am more of a Jet than a Hunter Glazer originally, I think Hunter is so due for a title. Like, I think he just needs to get one done. So, am I correct that let's say they both finish like a first or second every race. Am I correct in that Hunter only needs a second and a first, and Jet needs 2 wins? Hunter could go 1-2 or 2-1 and still win it, but Jet needs to go 1-1 to win it. Because with the way... I would love to know what Hunter's worst position on lap 1 is this year. Well, or what his average end of lap 1 position is, because he has been disgusting out of the gates. And if Jet does anything like he did at Budds Creek with 2 bad starts, I don't see him getting it done. I also see a world where, let's say Jet doesn't get the best start, and like Deegan's around him, like in front of him, and Jet tries Wilson. I see a world where Deegan puts a little front wheel in there and a bit of mustard to basically be like a "fuck you, buddy, you ain't winning this championship," which I think will make for some really, really spicy racing. I'd love for both of them to get a good start, and you see a battle like you did at Millville, where they were going at it before Jet went down. That's like kind of best case scenario. Deegan's KTM, is that silly season rumours, or is there some evidence on that? I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind, actually. Yeah, when does... we got about 4.5 minutes until the track comes out. I downloaded the low quality version today. I'm interested. I know there's obviously going to be a level of bias in these opinions and thoughts, but I'm still curious to see what people think about it. So, the whole thing online at the moment that I'm seeing is the reason Deegan's getting dropped by like 30 every race is because of his bike setup. Now, whilst I agree that the Hondas do look very good, I also think there's an element of riding style that comes into that as well. I refuse to believe that, coincidentally, the Lawrence's and Prado's bike all look so planted and smooth around the track. And they both have, or they all have very similar riding styles to each other, you know, low RPM, floating around light on the bike. And then it just happens that the Yamaha looks like it's a bit sketchy and kicking him around when he's second gear wide open everywhere. I feel like there's a bit of give and take there. I feel like it's a combination of maybe riding style and bike setup combined. But from what I'm reading online, people just putting everything down to the bike and only the bike. I saw, I think it might have been Adam Cincerulo on the AC and JB show, that he was saying basically the reason that Deegan had such a good first moto at Budds Creek compared to his other races in the year was because the track allowed that aggressive style to work more, because the track wasn't rough in terms of braking bumps. Like, the track was fairly smooth, it was just wet and slick, so that aggressive style would work better, which I guess would in turn lend to that theory of it's like 50% setup, 50% aggressive riding. Then I seen like had Reed in interviews saying that he thinks Deegan shouldn't change anything about how he's riding. What year was that Iron Man vid, that track? Let me find it. It's a really old, it's on the shop, but it's an old track. It was made by Kevin Fwailer. He done like a throwback series. How do I always forget how to spell Fwailer? It's either F-E or F-U. F-E-U. There we go. It's one of these. Doesn't say what year it is. It's on the shop, so if you just search on the shop for like Indiana or Iron Man or Fwailer, any of them, and you just find Kevin's tracks, it will probably say the year on there in the description, but I don't know off the top of my head. It's just an old one. I think it's Arm Pump. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't have thought that he'd be the kind of person to get Arm Pump because he is like in such good shape. And I know that he's trained on 450s throughout his 250 career anyway. But maybe if he like gets a good start and he goes out wide open. So what I've noticed is it's the reason why he's had really good qualifying times as well, and he's top qualified some against the brothers, is I find that the brothers tend to build their way into races, and Deegan is 100% from the get-go. And I wonder if that 100% at the start then affects the end because the heart rate like spikes really quickly. I wonder if he'd be better off slowing it down by like a second, second and a half, 2 seconds at the start of a race, and then like either keeping that speed or progressing more and more. And I wonder if that would keep him closer by the end. If anybody could be a babe as well, I have closed the shop page on my browser, so I don't know if anybody could post the password when it releases. I'd be forever grateful. I think we've got just under a minute to go. Hello, Kit. I mean, nobody's played the track yet, so I don't know what a single lap time is. So I've got no clue what cut-off time would be. Oh, if I had a magic ball in front of me though, I would rub it and let you know. But I do not have that information. Thank you, Zane. Zane, I'm trusting you here. I'm hoping you're not gonna like type a fake one for me. Cross your fingers. Ah, oh, good boy. Good boy. Thank you, Zane and Hooks. Appreciate that. I can show you the intermediate lines, Kellen. I don't know about the fast lines yet, though. Right. We should probably hang on. Let me turn RAS off as well. Downloaded the low quality version of the track today just to try and save my FPS a little bit. Right. 2026 MX Maryland. Put a little bit of a deform on so I can see where I've been going. Yeah. Wait. No, Coonan Brothers aren't racing tomorrow. At least I don't think they are. I thought they was just doing nations, and then they're coming across for the season next year. No worries, Tetfy. I mean, I've not heard anything about them doing Ironman. I just copy and pasted the password from what was put in the stream chat, and it worked for me. All good round these parts. Rightio. Let's see what Brad has cooked up for us then, shall we? Oh, it looks so miserable without all of the objects around the outskirts of the track. It feels like unfinished. But we'll do whatever is required for me to get even like 5 extra FPS. See what roughness we're working with. I would admit I was a little bit sad to find out it wasn't going to be wet. But then I suppose majority of the race day IRL was not wet, so... you can definitely pre-jump over the bump on the far right there. I'm going to try and use my noggin and just slowly ease my way into the track. Oh, 18 months membership. 18 months membership, old Hunter.
celebrates 18 months of membership.
Yeah, I don't think you can jump around that. Thank you, Wee Woo. Don't want to do a Levi there, don't want to tuck the front end. Little step up. That inside looks pretty naff, I'll be honest. I don't think that inside's deep enough to give you a good slingshot up the hill compared to the outside. Second rut looked good to begin with, but then kind of falls into nothing. Inside there could be decent. Third rut doesn't really start very well. And then this outside kind of has two filling in. I think maybe far inside here could be the move. And then I want to see the outside down here because Brad didn't do it in his preview. Like, oh my god. Okay, that might be why he didn't do it. Look at that. That's where they push all this shit off to the edge of the track. Oh my goodness. I'm very, very scared for Sasha and Supercross, I'll be honest. I'm not expecting much. I reckon 2 rounds until he's off to the hospital. Oh yeah, we're pre-jumping all of these little wall jumps. Well, that's smaller than last year, I think. Oh my... Okay, you gotta be careful about sending that too far. That might be an overjump crash if you're not careful. My goodness. It's almost like clockwork that when I need to start learning the track or qualifying, I need to go to the toilet. My body knows that every minute right now is important, so it's like, nope. I've not watched, I probably won't be watching the vets, I'll be honest. Is anybody there right now that might be lurking in chat on their phone or something? What's the track looking like after the heavy rain that we've had for the last 2 days? Well, at least I've had. I don't know if it's travelled all the way there. There's Hawkston in the wet. Not the most fun experience. Oh. Okay, that tightens up quite a lot by the exit of it there. My favourite track of the year so far. You know, I always really enjoy Millville each year. Millville left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth because I did get kind of cupped with the bad netcode collisions that the game has now. So I had to try and do my best Lucas Coonan impression and try and charge from the back. But the actual track itself I always find fun. I always seem to flow around sand tracks nicely. Oh, I get stuck on top of that rut. I mean, like scumbag down here. Miss out the braking bumps. Oh my god. Oh, that's so easy to get over compared to previous years. You're gonna have to check up loads for that. That can be quite low. Right, far outside. Yeah, far outside there always seems to work quite well. You thinking what I'm thinking? Surely we can jump all the way into that corner. I reckon you can. Land in that second rut. Because you haven't got to get on the brakes hard at all. It flows to the outside. That's going to piss me off in qualifying. Oh my god. The fact that I meant to land in this one because there's more wiggle room, but the fact I landed here and made it perfectly in the corner is disgusting. God, it's going to be so... I feel sorry for the NA boys later on because they're probably going to have to learn that perfectly. Okay, okay. And we jump to the first roller as well. No, that's far enough away. Good to know. Wolf special. That was quite a cool line that he done at Sweden. What we've got on the outside here. Not the biggest fan of that. So then you got to turn really sharp to the right over the wall. This inside's good. Then you can pre-jump up over that bump. Whoa! Whoa! Hold her up. Jumps like that, I lean back up the takeoff, and then as soon as my back wheel leaves the ground, I lean all the way forwards. And I find that sitting down, like right at the peak of a jump, like right as you get to the top of it, I feel like it pulls the bike up into you and just gives you that little bit extra distance. Oh, front end's trying to knife on me everywhere. I'm leaning the bike over too far in the ruts. I need to try and get to the far inside there. I'm going into the second rut by mistake. And then I want to go far inside. Oh, I missed it. So I want to go far inside here as well. What other lines have we got down here? Oh my goodness. And that was not terrible. There's a couple of scary... No quad's been done. There's a couple of scary braking bumps going into that though. I see a low line. I think I prefer the low line on the left than the right. Okay, I'm not getting it this lap. Slid out the whole way around the turn. Oh. Every year on that downhill there, I struggle to get the angle of it right. I don't think I've ever tried just going around the outside of that inside roller there. Not bad.
Pedro?
Oh my god, that's a throwback, isn't it?
Pedro?
Hang on, how many Pedros are there?
AJP.
Thank you very much, Sober. That's a... Jesus Christ. I don't know if there's that many people in here that will remember when I had the Pedro song as my donation sound. 50's crazy, by the way. I still do prefer King Guap over Sober, though. I'm just going to throw that out there if you want to revert the name again. Pedro. And then I had to stop using it because I was getting copyright strikes. Human. Probably would still have it to this day if I wasn't getting copyrighted from it. Hello, Oreo. Oh, outside there's nice. It's shallower than I would have thought for an outside. But you haven't got to deal with any of the braking bumps. Let's try an outside up here as well. I notice a lot of the far outsides disappear into nothing, and it's actually one rut to the inside of the far outside that you want. Oh, I like that inside. That's nice. Let's try far outside here again, but just give it a bit more respect. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the line. There's a chance that the inside is faster, only like a tenth or so, but I think it's going to be harder to get the inside consistently because of how rough it is. Then a lot of people will just default to taking the smoothest line possible. Uh oh. Missed it. Right. You guys need to give me 2 minutes, because I'm going to drop the kids off at the pool. I've been holding it in for like 10 minutes now. Give me a second. Keep yourselves entertained and behave yourselves. That's the important thing. No arguing. feed the cat as well. I'm glad I've done it then, otherwise I would have forgotten Linda's out with some workmates for dinner. So we've had a starving cat. I feel bad having to close the door on him, but he will 100% just jump up on my lap mid-race otherwise. I mean, I'll be honest, Alex, I'm still undecided on fully what I want to do. On if I want to just be like, yeah, you know what, screw it, and just commentate only. I don't know the sitch. I don't even know if they'd consider me for commentating. Because you have Talon for EU. You got Special for NA. Maybe they would combine them two together. And this is all saying, like... It's fine saying, like, me, Tyler and Cam. That's presuming that Neon doesn't beat any of us. Jake doesn't beat any of us, Aiden doesn't beat any of us, LV doesn't beat any of us, Woodland doesn't beat any of us. But there's a long list of players in there that can beat any of us on any given day, across different classes. I'm just not sure if I can, you know, play the best of both worlds. I imagine they'd want to have a commentator locked in before qualifiers even happen. Can't be like, oh, I'm going to qualify. Oh, I failed qualifying. Please let me commentate now. You know, that's kind of taking the piss a little bit. Like last year, I didn't even try to qualify. I was just trying to be like, you know what? Me and Narvo in the booth. Good to go. I could ride for the team Virgin Islands, since that'll be the UK B team again, probably. They'll like, put me in. Then I should hopefully make that one. Right, well we got servers go up in 4 minutes and then qualifying starts in 14. I feel like the track's been out ages. We've still got 14 minutes left until time to call it. What's the outside like? Oh! Can't go that fast. And no rain. So, I mean, majority of the real life race wasn't in the rain, so that's why they decided to just make it a bit ruttier rather than wet. I want to see if there's any like braking bump there that I might be able to get a pop off of to go around the corner, but I just don't know if I can. I keep missing that far inside. I think it's actually hard to get into. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. It's because I keep seeing like this second right here, texture-wise, is like more defined. So I'll keep gravitating towards that, but I need to go one further over to this. And then hook the inside, step down, and then it will set me up nicely for this outside here. Which is a bit scary. I think it's quite easy to push your front wheel over and go all the way down the hill. Hello, Rodek. Try some different stuff again. Don't mind that. It's just if I can get over them braking bumps down the hill quick enough. What's the outside like up here? Oh my god. Rough as shit. Holy. It's like little choppy rough, not huge rough, so it's like the bike kind of skates across the top of it all. That far inside there looks quite nice as well. I hope for less overjump crashes than I had on Monday. I think I had like 3 in one race on Monday, which is crazy. The most I think I've had 1 all year, which was at Red Bud. And then I had 3 of them all in one race on Monday. We'll blame Callum. We'll blame the track rather than my own skill issue. It's the easiest thing to do. Not like other people riding the entire thing fine with no issues. White light cutting across there to the right over the ruts and filtering into that inside. Oh my god. I thought, like, oh, the inside's quite rough. Surely I should be able to charge down the hill to the outside there and it'll be quicker. It's just as rough. I have to do that again. Sit in some corners, not all corners. It's very much on like a feel basis. I don't tend to have a rule for everything. That's not bad. Don't know if I could replicate doing that again into that exact rut, but that did not feel bad at all. Like that outside there. Gives you a good run for this hill. Right now, try and make it to the far inside. That was better. And then it kind of sets you up here. Can I cut across that bump? Yes, that's nice as well. And I've got to try and get on the brakes enough to hit this inside. Like that. How fast can I charge into this inside down here? I just feel like I'm going really slow. I just feel like anyone there around the outside might slingshot past me. We're learning, we're learning. Oh, rest in peace. Blame the controller. I mean, to be fair, it was on the controller as well. Like, it literally wasn't working properly. Which I didn't know that until afterwards. It is what it is. I just don't understand how my controllers suddenly stopped working. Because I don't abuse them at all. I don't throw them or treat them badly. I just play as normal. And randomly one day my left analog stick decides that it just wants to be flickering side to side rather than doing what I want it to do. I'd say I'm quite tame on controllers. Do you reckon that'd give me an overjump crash, like going into the face of the finish like that? Oh, that was nice. That was very nice. And then you open up this corner more. I can cut across here to that is. ¿Por qué? Thank you very much, Silicon Smeller. Appreciate that. I need to buy. You need special screwdrivers, don't you? Like the really, really small ones to be able to get inside the PS4 controllers because they're tiny. Because my brain works backwards. Instead of spending the money to do that, to repair a bunch of them over time, my brain's like, oh no, we'll just buy another second-hand one instead. And then that one will last a month. I know that I'm trying to go into these way too fast. That's kind of the speed you have to go into them for a good qualifying lap. So I'm just trying to find a way of making it work for now, and then in the actual race I'd go slower. Trying to see... I suppose it's like you do have to be really precise where your front wheel goes. Oh, hold on to it, buddy. Oh, offline. I think it pissed me off, but third time I got it perfectly to the inside, and now I'm just not going to be able to get it again. So someone will get it on a qualifying lap, and it's going to save you so much time. back end. Hold on to her, buddy. I don't even know if I've put a full lap together yet. I'm slamming that front wheel into that berm a little bit too hard. It's going to bite me. And just lap off, and then I'll go and hop into the qualifying server. Oh, that was messy. Have a good couple of corners here and there. Maybe we'll be able to put a whole lap together at one point. I think new riders use too much lean or not enough. Probably too much. I really don't think you like modern day MX bikes with how the game handles and the bikes handle and everything. You don't need to use too much rider lean at all. Let's try 3. Oh, it's going to be a good day. First attempt. Trickier than last year's. Yeah, I'd say the braking bumps are a bit trickier. No, it's just there's no like skill consideration in the different qualifying groups, Kellen. It's just I think a lot of it's just split up to whatever time you registered. It'll be like the first 40 people go in Group 1, second in Group 2, so on and so forth. That's just you join whatever one you're on the site. You'll run your laps, and then it will consolidate everybody together at the end. So I'm in. I'm usually in Group 3. I don't know how it works out that way because I feel like I sign up at a different time every week. I think that's the first time I've seen this in a lobby, by the way. Lins, start your systems. It's the first time I've seen it on paper. At least it's easy to just keep running qualifying laps on this track where the pit lane is. So we got, according to the top left of the screen, we've got 3 minutes left of free practice in here. And then the timed qualifying will start after that, and it's 30 minutes of qualifying. So this will just be for getting the thumbs warm again. Boo! Because, you know, the thumbs get cold in the minute that it takes to go from testing into the server. With how aggressive some of these braking bumps are down these hills, I'm a little bit scared for when the road comes in as well with the overjump legs off. I would not be surprised if I get 1 or 2 of them today from hitting the braking bumps. Just gonna have to be careful. Oh, nice little game freeze to start us off. I do like... You can miss out a lot of the braking bumps on that far right-hand side down the hill. Got to make sure you brake enough, because then you're making the corner tighter for yourself. A little bit stuttery, which I've noticed is quite bad as of the last MX Bikes update. Whenever I join servers, I just get like bad frame stutters. What are our thoughts on the current drip gamers? We've got the 2-year-old gear with the brand new bike. It just shows its gear because it's got fluorescent on it. Actually, I don't even know if that's fluorescent or it's just straight up yellow. My reshade could be changing it. Ooh. Hold on there, buddy. Oh, the outside falls away from you quite a lot, though. Notice that as I'm switching from leaning to the right to then leaning to the left there, I'm braking at the same time, since that left-hander you have to slow down quite a bit for. Where I'm braking and switching from right to left all at the same time, my back wheel's coming off the ground, which I need to be careful of, because if it does that a little bit too aggressively, it's just going to spin all the way around on me. Very last braking bump going into that right-hander is the one you need to be careful of. So if you lean over too far as you hit it, the front end's just going to top. Oh my god. Straight line, please. Okay. I wonder if getting it as messy as that is still quicker than doing it the normal way. Alright, the flag is out for the practice, so we should be starting quali any time now. No, I didn't know there was another MRP3 update. The thing is, I don't use half of the features anyway. I'm very much, if it's not broken, don't fix it kind of guy. What I will do though, is put this on, see how far away I am from everybody. Send me some new gear. Well, I'm not going to download it for this, I'll have it for the next one, because I'm not opening Discord. When I open Discord's when it all goes to shit for the FPS. Thank you, Flavour. Track password is on the shop, on the track page where you download it from. That is like the most inside of inside lines I've ever seen. How do I get to that? Pardon me. That looks like you got to go on a little bit of grass there. Wonder if that'll have your lap time count. Yeah, track's quite decent so far. Definitely tricky. Oh, I think I'm not going to go for absolute steamers straight away. I'm just going to slowly get our way into it. That's not a good start. Okay, starting now, we're going to slowly get our way into it. I blame Reed for crashing right in front of me. Definitely not my own fault. I want to try sneaking into that far inside. Okay. Imagine that's going to happen a lot in qualifying for this track. Just trying to push the front end too hard over some of these braking bumps whilst turning at the same time. And that's the biggest thing, is because you're hitting them whilst you're at an angle turning. You've got to be so precise. I don't know where they all are yet. So instead of just keep resetting, I'm just going to ride around. I would like to think that just a lap of me stood up on the pegs riding around for an entire lap, not at a qualifying speed, is probably still enough to qualify top 35. And don't get me wrong, I still hate having to try and battle against Americans in this series just purely because how bad the collisions are in this game now. So it's not purely, it's nothing against the Americans in the series, it's the American ping on European servers because of the current collisions of the game. It used to be alright, I used to be able to get somewhat close to them, but I think since Perbosa done that last game update and fucked the collisions all up, every time I've been anywhere near Reed on a track this year, I've somehow been sent off into the abyss, flung miles across the track without him even touching me. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I want to stay as far away from all as possible. No ping collisions equal happy life. No, I didn't race you in Diller, I was away at a party. AJP have like a summer party once a year, so I was touching grass for once. And then the next day we woke up and done 18 holes of golf. Much, much better than aerial. I'm a big advocate of you get good at what you practice, so if your goal is to end up racing pro stuff on pro tracks, then I would advise just playing pro tracks. Even if it's difficult, just take your time with it. Oh, not good. It was my first time swinging a club in about a year, Terry. So, and I was like 3 and 4 putting everything, but it was just nice. Because the weather was great. Although I did lose my driver head cover at one point in the day, so I was just mobbing the golf cart around all the holes trying to find where I dropped it. And we did find it in the end. Hoping that the time gates aren't too strict there and it'll let me off for accidentally going off the side. Of course. 2 laps in a row I've hooked too far out of there. My god. Yeah, with all of the choppy rough we've got around here, it's quite hard to predict what the bike's going to do. I'll be set up for a line, Has this serve gone down? No. I'll be set up for a line, and then one of these choppy bumps will appear, kick the back end out, and I'll veer off to a completely different line to where I was planning. I think that'll be the main difference from EU quali and NA quali today. Is the NA boys will have the muscle memory to know where every single bump is. Oh, I don't like that. No, I'm not going to go to the tight inside rock there at all. No good. Oh shit. What am I doing? Because I've got the real danger boy behind me. It's the pressure, I can't handle it. Yacht. Yeah, this is tricky to get a lap on. That was better. Yes, Eric, I'm going to Anaheim 1 next year. Jackson, make sure when you're on the MyMXB website you're filtering by the like a registered, like the confirmed registry groups, not the overall registry groups, because I don't think there has ever been 5 confirmed groups this year. So click the button with the green tick on it, and that's the actual group that you're in. I have a feeling you're looking at all registrations combined, not the people that confirmed the registrations. Yeah, I'm going to stay far away from that outside. It's way too choppy. Make it worthwhile. Not for me. God, my ears just popped. fuck's sake. Oh, that was good luck up until then. What's the... What do you mean, Dylan? Got to elaborate on that, I'm not clued up on these things. Whoa, back end. I'm trying to take some different lines. I don't want it to just be outside simulator like it is every single week. There's a couple of sections here and there that's just way too tight to make it worthwhile. Hello, Rufia. Appreciate that. It's a bank holiday in the UK as well, so she's got Monday off work, which she's happy for. Who's riding for us? Do you meet, what, you in real life, in-game? Because real life, can't remember. In-game, I mean, it's all qualified, so nobody knows until it's done. There's been no announcements or anything. I've got no idea what's going on. Can't really see where I'm going. Nothing worse than catching a group of riders when you're on a qualifying lap. Right, look how much time I lost in them 2 corners. Can't see the rut. Oh my Christ. Are my hands broken? I seem to be getting bucked all over the place. I'm shocked. We still got 16 minutes of qualifying. I'm shocked. It's done by really slowly. Turn the fan up a bit again. It's getting quite warm. If only I could have the bedroom door open. Well, the room door open, not the bedroom door open, to get some airflow in here. But the cat would 100% just hop up on the lap straight away. Woo! That was lucky. But it was ended up being very, very slow. Oh, I'll be honest, I just can't bother going all the way back to the pits to start on the lap again. Oh, getting some game freezes. It's not what we want. You're jumping too far there. I need to be hooking it really tight to the inside. Gain so much time from being far inside on that hill. Ah! I wonder how many times this year I've said, I wish people were invisible in qualifying. MX Simulator's had it down for like 15 years, just a little slider. You can choose how far away you can see people from. I was never really one to do much damage to the bike, to be honest, Merrick. I've never had a crash in my life that's done loads and loads of damage. Well, try and get my ears to unpop, because I can't hear the fucking bike. Turn the volume up on my ears. Near my right one, but not my left one. I wanted to send that then. Took a lot of restraint to check up there. That was my first lap without crashing. And we're 20 minutes deep into qualifying. Oh my goodness. So messy though. I'm probably still a good like 3 seconds off the top of qualifying, I would have thought. Maybe more. Maybe quite a lot more. I'm sorry, this is... I don't know why I can't hear properly. It's not the actual headset, is it? That sounds better. I wonder if my headset was only like playing out the right right earphone. I know the wire's a bit dodgy. Wiggled it a little bit. Why was the fastest NA rider 3 seconds faster than EU? Because the NA series happens 5 hours after the EU series. So they've got 5 hours more practice time on the track than EU riders do. Imagine if you was to take the top like EU qualifiers like Cam and give them an extra 5 hours, they would probably have the same lap times as the NA riders do. Damn, some of these corners are so difficult. I feel like I'm just praying in them sometimes. I did that just now. I blew out my nose just... Well, I blew whilst holding my nose just now and it didn't do it. That's usually the trick if I'm on an aeroplane and they go. Just the same thing. Oh my god. I'm not locked in. I need to try and regain. I just feel like I've got like 4 bikes in front of me and I swear I can't hear any of them, but it's just gone eerily quiet. I feel like a complete passenger on the bike right now. I do not feel in control of where I'm going whatsoever. Oh, damn. Yeah, good, thank you, Dukey. Well, I say good, I haven't had much of a day so far. I've been really messing up my sleep pattern, so I've been going to bed at like 4, and then waking up at midday, and doing a bunch of napping. Just because I prefer going to the gym really late, because it's somewhat empty. Can't follow these trenches. Yeah, I'm not... I feel like sorry. Explained that well there. It's like I'm wondering what's going to happen to the bike. I don't feel like I'm in control of what I'm doing right now. And I know it's just purely trying to go fast for a qualifying lap time that's doing it. I'm sure at a race pace, it'll be so much more predictable. And my game's freezing. As if it's not hard enough. I swear there's some kind of correlation between having your flags popping up on your screen and it lagging. It was like this, as soon as I had a yellow flag there from someone down, my game froze. I might turn them off. Bruh. What I also don't understand is how I can have one good lap and then go straight back to not being able to follow a right around the corner. I went on a massive spiel about that A-Kit app on Monday, so I don't want to like repeat the whole thing again because I'm guessing you weren't there. But I don't use it. I'm sure it's a great feature, but I just don't trust a single third-party app that gets uploaded to MXB mods. I was like, if there's degenerates out there that wanted to hack into the ARL anti-cheat like they did and try and see people's like screenshots and shit, then I'm sure any other third-party apps that get uploaded to mods can be infiltrated in one way or another. So I just don't want that on my PC. Again, I'm not... I mean, I think his name's Gage. I'm pretty sure he was in the stream earlier. I've got nothing against the mod itself, but for my own protection, since like this is my job and the PC is all my job, I just don't want any third-party stuff on there. I think the 2 max HUDs and reshade is kind of like the extent. Same with the track builder program as well. That looks amazing, but I just don't want to download third-party software onto the PC. Especially not with all of the bad actors that we have in the community these days. I mean, Mr. Gianni Padani is in here right now. He knows full well there was just a big leak of people cheating on MX Simulator and getting banned from RF. And there was a couple of people that play MX bikes that were on that MX Simulator ban list. Thankfully, though, they all do NA, so it doesn't affect me at all. So, yeah, when we've got a community that's full of as many bad actors as there is, I've just got no desire to put the PC at risk. I'm not going to single people out, mostly because it's not my job to, but because I have no desire to start drama with people, because they know who they are. And there is also a public list of the cheaters' names anyway, which people can just have a look for themselves. So it's really not my job to. I suppose the only difference is you need to know the people's actual real names compared to their like MX Bikes names. Yeah, a couple of people that quite frequently compete in the NA MX Bike series that were on that MX Simulator cheating ban list. There was a lot of uproar when they announced it, because everyone's like, because their basis was, if you're in this server that is distributing cheats, you are banned. And everyone's like, oh, I don't cheat though, I'm just in the server. And it's like, why do you even need to be in a server that provides cheats if you're not cheating? It's kind of, I don't know, just seems silly to me. Oh, there's no need for you to be in there if you're not cheating. Yes, that was the real Jalek's fault that got banned, yeah. But apparently he'd been banned from RF prior to that anyway, I think somebody said. I didn't even know Jalek played Sim, so that was all news to me. So, FPS, can we come back? Oh, bruh. Keep missing that tight inside, it's really just difficult to get to. Stop. Oh my god. I just feel like my brakes didn't work. Oh, that was sloppy. I'm sitting down too much, but every time I go to stand up again, it feels like my front end's going to tuck every time. God, what a good start to the lap, finished by a really bad end to the lap. I also can't get the second double in that section nice. That wasn't quicker. Can't be fucked going for another lap. Not a great qualifying, I'll be honest. Again, I'm probably like 3 seconds plus off a top quali. Yeah, it's a really difficult track to run a solid lap on. Like really, really difficult. Very, very choppy. Out of this lobby, I only have the 7th fastest sector 3. It's kind of shit. I was going to leave. I need to stay in the server, because if everyone leaves before it's done, then it's chalked. If I rode once a month, Marek, then yes. But my riding for this year is pretty much done until I go to America in January. Unfortunately. I did want to record last time I rode, which was 2 weekends ago, I think. But I can't find my camera anywhere. Anywhere at all. Oh, yeah, Amped, exactly. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to the third-party apps on Sim, I'm not throwing any malice towards the actual app creators themselves, because I believe that all of the intentions are good. But with a lot of the vibe coding and AI coding and everything that goes on these days, I don't think it's that difficult, again, for the bad actors to come out of the woodwork, hack into that program, and then use that for bad. So that's why I'm just not bothering downloading any of it at all, even if they are really helpful and good programs to use. what you've got to think of as well is, and I'll give you a perfect example of this, is let's say we all have like that AKIT suspension program installed, and it gets hacked in a way where they've got access to everybody's information that has downloaded it. Like they can get onto everybody's PC. Do you think they're going to go for random Joe Schmo who's got like 20 hours on MX bikes? Or do you think they're going to go for the high profile players like Cam, like Tyler, like Chase? Are they going to go for YouTubers like me, like Troy, like Reaper? Because if you remember back when the MXB mods website got hacked, I'm pretty sure I was like the first person they went for. Like they tried logging into my private emails and everything, like using the same email address that I used for MXB mods. Thankfully, the password to mods and the password to my email was completely different from each other. But that's the thing I'm talking about. For your everyday player, I believe there's no issue with them whatsoever. But for me, I would rather be safe than sorry. Yes, I love Weege. Like, I think he's a great commentator. But when I hear him saying words like aura and shit like that now and then, or like Maxin, I'm just like, oh, Weege, please don't do that. But yeah, it's cool just hearing them say MX bikes every now and then. It would be even better if bikes actually ran well and was a good optimized game, so they could say more positive things about it. Hello, Stovey. Thank you. I don't know how long ago you sent this, Azzy, because I have to tab out to my actual YouTube chat to see this rather than looking at my OBS. Thank you. 1,000 gifted jewels. I found out. I think that equates to £5. I think it's every one jewel is something like 5p or 5 cents. So it actually might be $5. I'm not sure. But it works similarly to bits. But I don't have a way of seeing it on my OBS screen yet, which is annoying. So actually, can I show you? I'll show you this. So this is what I see on my other monitor. So I've got my main OBS in the middle, like system. I've got all like my overlays and stuff if I want to turn the controller on and off, all that shit. And then I've got the multi-chat here, which combines Twitch and YouTube chat together. And then on the right, I've got the activity feed, which is subscribers on YouTube, subscribers on Twitch, like here, memberships on YouTube, donations like PayPal, donations on Super Chat. But the new gift feature on YouTube doesn't show up here. So what I have to do is go and tab out and look at YouTube every now and then to see what's going on. I'm hoping at some point they might be able to add in the feature of seeing it here so I can actually show people what's going on. But appreciate it anyway. I think they work pretty much the same as Twitch bits do, as it, where it's like this is YouTube's currency now, where you buy rubies and then you they get sent as jewels and so on and so forth. I don't know. Oh, MX Bikes, but MX Bikes would be an absolute powerhouse of a game for anybody to try and compete with if it had a involved developer. And it wasn't all spaghetti code. Yeah, I remember Sim doing the track preview. I can't remember the guy. If Kellen's still lurking the stream, he might know his name. Because I think it was for Racer X. But one of the guys from Racer X asked me before to do an Anaheim 1 track preview on bikes that wasn't used on the main broadcast, but it was used in their like YouTube video. And I remember having to use because the MX Bikes version and the aerial version of the track hadn't come out yet. So I had to use one that somebody just made on MXB mods, and I feel like it was such a bad showcase of it.
Steels 48 became a member.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. J Steels, rookie membership, appreciate that. I think Piloso focuses more on MX Bikes or GP, neither. To be honest with you, Terry. I think he treats all of his games equally, regardless of their player base. So what ends up happening is the game that's got about 50 active daily players gets as many updates as the game with 2,000 plus active daily players. But they're all just really spread out. Because I look, GP Bikes went 2 years without an update at one point, looking through its Steam history. So I don't think there's a priority of one or the other. I think it's equal, but it's just slow for both of them. Used to work for RacerX a few years back. That's W. I don't know what capacity it would be in, and I'm pretty sure I'm too outspoken of a person to even get into that industry. I feel like you've got to be quite political and sit on a lot of fences to not upset anybody. But when the time comes, I have to stop doing YouTube because it just doesn't pay the bills enough anymore, which we're actually getting quite close to. I would love a job in the motocross industry in some way or another. I just don't know how or what. But to give you a perfect example of why I don't think it's feasible is, like, I played Monster Energy Supercross 6 early. They sent it to me, made a video, basically said it was shit, never heard from him again. So it's like, I just can't just straight up lie. Or not even like lying, like refraining from telling my actual feelings on something. Because if I was to play MESX and just be like, yeah, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool, and not point out all of the really bad parts of it, I feel like I would be doing disservice then, and I'm making other people waste their money. FXR contact is a bit of a stretch. I wouldn't say I have like much power. I literally just have a code for sales in the EU, and then I feel like I'm on quite a friendly basis with Dan, who's one of the American like FXR reps. Get along with him. Actually, I think Dan might be going and doing some golf with us in America when we go over there. So I look forward to that if that's the case. Do I get nervous switching careers? I will do, yeah. 100% I will do. Yeah, going back to like a normal 9-to-5 work style for me, I think it's going to be a massive switch up. Because it's been, what, like 4 years now since I've done that? Yes, so we're going as part of like a package holiday. I think it's like Ride California or MX California, something like that, the company. So we're going for like 11 days. We're riding at 6 tracks in California. And then we'll be going to Anaheim 1. And then I believe we're flying home the day after Anaheim 1. Cheeky 9-day stream going. What I think I will do is after October the 10th, which is that ultramarathon, so maybe I'll do it like the start of November. I think we'll do another donate-a-thon, because that would have been long enough then. And it's like I haven't got any other priorities at that point, so I can afford to sit on my PC for 12 hours a day every single day. So the 6 tracks that we're going to, I don't know the order, and I don't know the exact day, but if anybody lives in Cali and wants to say hello at any of these tracks at any point, I might probably put up on Instagram or something what track I'm at each day when the time comes. So it's Glen Helen, Parla, Paris. So hang on, Glen Helen, Parla, Paris, Kahia Creek, Verona Oaks, and Lake Elsinore. Those are the 6 that we're doing. And it's all done by that company. Like, they've got the bikes, they take the bikes to and from each track. So I don't really get a say on like what day and this, that and the other, but those are the ones that I'm going to. I haven't got a choice on which ones I go to. And you say don't go to Paris. If it's a choice between not riding whilst I'm in America or going to Paris to ride, I will be going to Paris to ride for the day. I imagine if any of or many of them tracks all have vets tracks, I'll probably spend most of the time on the vets tracks anyway. But I'm excited to ride Lake Elsinore quite a lot. And then Verona Oaks just looks like really tame and like flowy. Whoa! Kahir does also look good. I feel like I'd be petrified of trying to send that finish line jump. It's huge. I don't think they're all going to be like an all-day thing anyway. I think it's literally like a ride for maybe like, well, yeah, for like 3 hours, and then you just get the rest of the day to do what you want. Feel myself with at least 2 different American fast food chains per day. Just experience the full culture, you know. I'm not sure about the Pro-Ams format, Jawsy. I'll be honest, it's not something that I've done before. I know that it's run separately from the ARL Discord, so maybe ask in the ARL Discord, see if anyone can point you in the right direction. It's all part of the package, so I believe the company have 250 and 450, Honda, Yamaha, and KTM, I think it is. So I'll probably just mix and match throughout the week, like a bunch of different bikes. Nobody told me the servers were up. Bad subscribers, bad. I'm quite excited to try the Honda, to be honest. Just see what the 450 Honda feels like. Got to hit in and out? Yeah, probably will. I'm gonna be so fat. I'm literally... The ultramarathon is a good reason for losing weight. But I am going to be losing weight purely so I can stuff my face in the US. And also so I've not got to buy more motocross kits, because I've got a bunch of motocross kits in a certain waist size that I can now fit into, which I couldn't fit into about a month ago because I was too fat for them. I messaged Adam Cincerulo as well, basically being like, we're staying here, we're going to this, and this track. Can you recommend any like open to the public golf courses in any of them areas for us and the boys to go and play at? And he just replied saying, yeah, I got you. And still waiting on an extra reply for any courses. That was on Monday. So I'm hoping he hasn't forgot about me. Please, Adam. Daddy Adam, please. Yeah, still sponsored by FXR. And just to... Hang on. People will probably say it's cap. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. See there? Adam Cincerulo. He's like, where are you guys staying? I got you. And then I'm just waiting for an extra response at the end. WAC. Bring my collared shirt. I have golf clothes. I've got a nice Under Armour polo shirt. And then a pair of golf shorts. Nice and stretchy. So I'm not a degenerate. I like the whole culture around golf just because it's like one of the last things that people actually have to make an effort for. Well, I believe we're staying in Murrieta. So if there is literally a golf course in Murrieta, then that'd be a big W. Now, I don't know if it's just we're going to do it once and that's it, or if we're going to do it on multiple days. But yeah, as long as it's open to the public, so you haven't got to be a member. And if they can hire out clubs, that'd probably be best, because I'm also worried about... So I think I've got something like 35 kg allowance of luggage. So it's taking all of the motocross gear and then somehow taking golf clubs as well. I feel like it would all add up really, really quickly. I'm going to throw out early predictions before the gate drops for this. I don't know how this is going to go. I think this could go so horrendously bad, or I just kind of ride around, everybody else crashing, and it's okay. I'm not sure what to expect from this. It's weird how like quickly you can lose your flow in bikes, because again, it's been 3 weeks since I've done an aerial race, and now it just feels foreign to me again. Well, I've been struggling around this track in first-person Transcend, so you playing in third and not being able to see your front wheel in the bumps or the ruts, I can't imagine how you... Well, I don't know how you're getting around the track. Oh god, I forgot we got a long reset delay as well. Does anybody know where I qualified? Because it was first in group, like in the session. It didn't feel like a pretty good lap. I'm probably like outside the top 10. Oh, 10th. 10th exactly. Okay, okay. I was only 2 seconds off. Okay, so everybody's struggling a little bit. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. '94th overall. How many seconds out were you from 70th, Callum?
Honda UFRCBS became a member.
Thank you, Honda.
Honda UFRCBS celebrates 16 months of membership, so when's the next donate-a-thon? Sad face emoji, sad face emoji.
I'm thinking November. Which I know is a long way away. I don't want to do it and take an entire week off of any ultramarathon training. So I want to do it after the ultramarathon training. And I also like doing it like right at the start of a month. So November kind of makes the most sense. Evan's coming to the arcade bar with us. Does he fancy swinging some clubs as well? Get all of the boys out on the golf course. GTA 6 in November. What's the exact date? Oh fuck, COD's... Got COD coming out in October, which I'm going to be grinding a bunch. And we've got GTA 6 in November. I don't know if anybody would be interested in watching me playing GTA during a donate-a-thon, you know. The 19th, okay, it's the 19th, that's not too bad. I've not watched anything. I have not watched any GTA leaks. I've seen a singular screenshot of somebody jumping a motocross bike on what looks like a motocross track. That's it. I've not watched a single thing, but I do have a PS5. So I'm excited to be gaming in a whole 30 and below FPS. But I do need to buy a capture card to be able to stream. Now, if they could just go ahead and make PS5 backwards compatible to MXS's ATV Alive, then you boys would be getting a full YouTube series. No, I've not watched any trailers. No, I've watched nothing. Just seen a singular screenshot of somebody on a motocross track on GTA and that's it. But within reason. Well, I've seen like 3 seconds of like the interior view of a car of like a woman driving there and 2 guys in the back. That's it. I'd be surprised if Eli done another outdoor season. Just Supercross only for the older boys nowadays, I think. It's turning me that my frames are a bit shit. I'm down on 80 FPS. I'm gonna have to buy. I've not cleaned out the PC in a while. I'm gonna have to buy like a canister of air, take it apart and blow it all out, see if that helps. Because it's never usually this bad. Just sat still in a low quality version of a track. Where's... Oh, you can't even turn flags off. It's literally 2D or 3D. I know it's against the rules. I was going to turn them off to see if it helps at all. It probably doesn't help that I've got 2 different max HUDs in the game at the same time. Probably just delete one of them and use one or the other. But I've had PC issues in general as of late. Recently I can't play Arc Raiders anymore. My game crashes every game. It black screened on me the other day. But the thing is, in testing, very, very rarely have any issues. It just always seems to be in servers that the frames go really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna transition into a full-time GTA 6 role player when that comes out. I don't know how people like can do it and get so into the LARPing. Because even though I'm like nobody, well, I mean, you guys would be able to see me if I streamed it. But let's say I wasn't streaming it. If I was just in a GTA roleplay server by myself, I would still feel awkward pretending to be somebody else and like in a different way in the server. It just feels, I don't know, it feels weird. Right, I'm minimising the chat and everything so I can't see it. Because I forgot to do that on Monday. So, yeah, wish me luck, everybody. And I swear I can usually see more people than that. Maybe I could try to... I swear my bandwidth's on high. No, I'm going to leave it on high. I'm scared to change it. I don't want people, like, popping in on my screen last second. We got a jump start and a dropped. I'll load... oh, no. I imagine this is probably going to get red flagged, because Mason just dropped. Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. How unlucky it is that I'm starting right next to 2 US players. Fingers crossed for the good collisions. We shall see. But yeah, Budds Creek starts always chaos. I don't imagine this is going to go well. Going to end up in that pond over there. Oh, somebody's left and rejoined on a different bike. That's why people are dropping out. Cam and... I can't even tell who that is. Somebody's inside Cam. So if people's games are going to crash in this race because of that. That's Cam and... It says Aiden. Is that this different Aiden? It's got yellow ping. Oh no, somebody else. I think there's 3 bikes inside each other there actually. Yeah, this server's chalked. I would not be surprised if my game crashes in this race because of that. As I heard somebody send me up the inside look. I don't know, that's Aiden and Cam are inside each other, but I wouldn't have thought one of them two would leave and join on a different bike. No, there is three. Somebody's got a yellow ping in amongst them. Or his name starts with a B. The roost seems stronger than usual. And give Cam room. Yeah, the roost seems stronger than usual there. I couldn't see where I was going. I don't know if it's Cam or Aiden, which is that's the annoying thing. If it's Aiden behind me, I don't mind it. But if it's Cam behind me, I always know Cam's faster, so I usually just want to let him pass without blocking too much. That was scary. Oh. Ah, so I'm in second on my screen, but I'm actually in third because I can't see where Cam actually is on the track because of that bug. So Cam's out in first, and then Caden is in second, and he's who I can see. I'm zooming, he's going to second on me in this first sector alone. I'm getting the blue flag. I'm pretty sure I'm not about to be lapped. The inside's going to get very choppy. Oh, missed up 2 insides back to back. So much nicer playing at race pace, you know, rather than going at qualifying speeds. I'm gonna just do this all the time. It's so lucky. A few situations here where I think the front end should have knifed on me. Stuck on top of some of these ruts. I'm a little bit scared of that last braking bump. into that right-hander. I'm waiting for it to give me a big legs off. Fucking cats just meowing outside my door constantly. I do feel bad because Linda's not home at the moment. But it's very distracting. I need all the concentration I can get around here. This track is very, very difficult. Trying to find a smooth way down some of these hills. I know it's not the fastest. I'm scared that we might start getting some random legs offs later in this race or in Moto 2. Oh. I could try doubling them two big braking bumps at the end, but I'm really, really worried about that back end catching and just ejecting me off the bike. No chance of catching Cam. Cam just on another level. I think he used code LINS at checkout at G Fuel and just snorted a line. Very surprised to be lapping people already. Oh no, we are halfway through. It's flying by. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. I tried like using my brain and doing the right thing and it just ended up being the wrong thing. Like I saw that lapper there. I thought, oh, let me go to the inside so to not follow. And he ended up moving all the way off the track, so I could have just gone to the outside and been fine. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't understand how we can be doing this in an aerial race. I don't understand how people are qualifying for aerial races that just don't know yet not to leave and rejoin on different bikes. Oh god, so I've got Aiden behind me, but I've got 3 bikes just banging it off the limiter. Thank god. Get me away from that. I don't need that distraction in my ears. Go, go, go. What? The lap that I make a big mistake. Oh no, never mind. Jesus Christ, man, these bikes all over the place. The timing's doing some weird things. Like, the time's going down to like 5 seconds cam, then all the way back up to 14. I'm guessing that's because he's glitched inside of Aiden and somebody else at the moment. Oh, Caden crashed somewhere. It's behind me again. Don't know how that happened. Unless the timing's, again, just spoofed. No, it's, unless your name's Cam, I feel like everybody else is all going the same speed just because, like, just because how rough the track is. It feels like there's a limit to how fast you can go before you just explode off the bike. So that's why we've all stayed pretty close together from the start. That good start was very important. Played it really safe around turn 1, just checking up and letting everybody else go, and it kind of worked out. Oh. Back end's misbehaving. It was very slow. W lapper. As a cheeky little hand in the air. Oh, going over that. Very slow around these couple of switchbacks here. fuck's sake. Oh, why do I do it to myself? I'm so shit at changing lines mid-race. Oh, mate, this... Generally, I might own the clingiest cat on the planet. It's just... Meow, 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 meow. Shut up! You'll be fine. You'll be fine for like an hour. I literally fed him. Fed him before this race started. Bro's trying to do everything he can to stop me getting on the podium in the return race. Well, I've seen Troy's been munching so far. Troy's been catching up a lot. He's sat in 5th right now. It's kind of the one person I don't want to be munching, because I think he's only a point behind me in the standings for 3rd. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, survive. Jesus Christ. It failed. I saw Aiden go off the track and he accelerated for 0.2 of a second. Can we get a penalty point on that, please? Thank you. Well, at least the guy that left and rejoined on a different bike has left this race, so Aiden's not glitching about anymore. It's a W. God, I'm just playing so sloppy. Probably getting a bunch of cuts accidentally as well. Oh, too far. Oh, we've got some laggy action going on again, never mind. I don't even know who that is at this point. It's lappers that are merged inside of each other now. Oh. Yeah, you faced me backwards, why didn't you? How were you game? Fuck's sake. What are these boys doing around the outside? I'm gaining so much time on me. My bike just falls over. But none of the ruts, like when you're going around the outside there, none of the ruts in the rollers kind of face the way you're going, so I'm not sure where they're going to not go across the top of them. I've got fucking Troy all over my arsehole, and then I've got Neon just behind him. I'm always so confused as well as to how there's a 3-second crash timer, yet I always seem to lose about 10 seconds from every crash that I have. I was in front of Caden, and now he's 9 seconds up the road. And we're dead again. Oh, and we're backwards in the right again. Of course we are. I was very happy with the start of this race. The end of it's just fucking pissing me off. Having a cat screeching outside the door for the last 20 minutes is just ridiculous. Can't lock in. Oh, did not expect him to slow up to the inside there, holy. Oh, over the bars. Oh, almost. And that time has been at 0 for quite some time, but I didn't see the last lap flag last time I went across. So I'm hoping it's the next lap. The track's going to be so difficult for Moto 2. Like, it is... It's pretty shagged. It is gone. Oh, I'm just trying to survive. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed to drop these places on the back half of this race. I don't know, I mean, I can't see chat right now, so I don't even know why I'm asking questions, but I don't know if anybody else has this, where, I get it even if I'm laying in bed sleeping as well, where you hear something that's out of place, and then your brain like fixates on that sound and only that sound. So whilst I'm trying to sit here and concentrate and lock in, all my brain is doing is focusing on Dougie meowing outside that door constantly. Like, for some reason I can't switch that off, so then like all of my focus goes. And he's stopped now, he's been stopped for like 2 minutes. So he's done the damage. That was Troy. I wonder if he got cut by these lappers. I mean, Aiden's had a good race, getting on the podium. But me, Aiden and Caden were just doing exactly the same pace the entire race. I think a lot of people are doing the same pace. Got a bad feeling about these two lappers because they're both going for their own battle, their own position. Yeah, I can't understand how they're gaining that much time. I finished 4th, that's not too bad. Let me... Hang on, I'll sort this cat out before I re-chat again quickly, bear with me. Right. Sorry about that. I've gone and I've trapped him in the living room, given him some food, and put his shit box in there as well, so he can go to the toilet and everything. Right. Who was it that left and rejoined on a different bike? I can't go far enough in the chat. Hmm. Right, sorry. Catch it. It was Boxshall. Oh my god. I mean, like, you want that win from Cam? What makes that win more impressive to me is that he's been playing a bunch of sim recently as well, and I think it's so hard to go from sim to bikes and back and forth and still be good at both. So, like, hats off to him. Really, really good. I'm still annoyed. I'm still annoyed that I went from actually quite a comfy second all the way to fifth, and then I got lucky at the end. I don't know if Troy got cucked by the lappers or what. But no, yes, I see there. Troy says thanks, Upper. I just get so when I hear something out of place, I get so like in my head, and I can only focus on that noise, and that's when I started crashing a bunch. So I've trapped him in the living room for now. I've given him food. He's got his litter box in there, so he should be all right for literally like 30 minutes to an hour. I just rang Linda to ask her when she's going to be home, because literally, it's a good and a bad thing. Like he's so clingy, but it's cute to when he like wants to cuddle up with you and sit on your lap and stuff. But then every time you want to go and walk downstairs, you almost do a couple of front flips down the stairs because he's walking under your feet, like walking in amongst side to side. And my god, he's a bit much sometimes. Oh, right. But there was a diamond in the rough in that race. Whilst I fell apart on the back half, I got extremely lucky that a lapper killed Troy, because that gave me an extra point on Troy there, and he's only a point behind me in the championship at the start of this round. So there's a little bit of pros in there. The bikes inside each other glitch happens now even when people just drop from the lobby and rejoin after the last overjump update. Oh. I see. What? Obviously that's really, really shit. What causes people to drop from a lobby? Is it a game crash? Or is it a connection thing? Did we get the meow shot collar on? No, no. No animal abuse. We do not abuse animals. I just have to put him in timeout for a little bit in the living room instead. Brad, that is how I know that you are an unk the same as me, because that was one of the most daddy of dad jokes I've ever heard. Exactly, we're not Hassan. We don't electrocute our animals just because they're being noisy. That's not bad. We got a fourth in our first. We're going to ignore Monday. Monday didn't. Technically, I wasn't on an SYS bike on Monday because I was on a Fantic with like public graphics. But on our first SYS performance, got a fourth in Mo. It's not bad. This track's like. Again, I'll say this: if your name is not Cameron Box, there is a limit to how fast you can go around this track. Because he was 40 seconds gone from everybody, but then it's like me, Aiden, Caden, Troy. We were all going the same speed. It just depends on who makes the most mistakes. That's where the yo-yo effect happens. I think Neon actually was probably going like a second a lap quicker. Yeah, I don't feel like I could have pushed any faster than I was. I just have to sit at that pace, and that's that. Yeah, well, like, because my cat's like super clingy and he like sits and stands under your feet all the time. If I'm in the kitchen, like making food or something, if I take a tiny step back, say I'm making food and I need to go to the fridge. As I go to move, I've like stood on his tail or his paws once or twice before, and the sound that he makes is so sad. So sad, and I feel horrible. So I couldn't imagine people that go out of their way to put shock collars and stuff on their animals. Brad, we have the butthole glitch on this jump right here with the textures. Can't remember what causes it, but can you see that? Like, that's making my eyes go really, really trippy. Oh my god, look, oh my, look next to my rider's hand. It's disgusting. Oh my god, oh. Every lap I went over this jump and I was like, oh, my eyes, they're burning, ah! No, in terms of difficulty, it's probably one of the most difficult tracks of the year. Just to get around cleanly. If you're just going at a very normal race pace, so if I take the first 10 minutes of that race for me, it's quite straightforward. But it's then once you're then battling with people and you have to try to push in or like switching lines, that's when it gets hard. Because I think I had 3 different crashes in that moto, which was just for me trying out a different line. But if I tried it at a slower pace, it would have been okay. It's because I was trying it at then a race pace that I didn't know where the bumps were and how it would affect me that I crashed. Hello, Chase. You got a 4th in Moto 1, which on paper doesn't sound too bad, but I was in 2nd quite comfortably and I just kept throwing it away. Hello, Brian. Very quiet. Usually people are out riding around the track. I've asked this a couple times now. Does anybody know what xrid.co is? Is it just is it a new suspension thing, or like what is it? Because Jake ran it way back, I think in Supercross. Like Jake's there with it, and now I'm seeing more and more people. Like Cam's got it now. I'm guessing they're paying people. It's quite rare for a new company to kind of exist out of nowhere, and then all of like the fast boys are on that team. Jake says hi to the stream. Little does he know that he's currently slightly hidden underneath my controller overlay. The team that pays a boatload. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I like how I've earned a total of... what are you going to do now, Jake? Hmm? Can't see it now, can you? He's trying to spam it. I think, yeah, over the last, like, 3 years or so, I've earned 0 from being on teams in bikes. So it's crazy the amount of people that do get paid. AJP used to pay me. I think it was like 50 for a podium, the overall podium. And then that kind of then switched to just helping me in real life with like maintaining and taking bike to and from, which is worth way more than 50 for a podium. So we'll take that. I'm in 2 thoughts of it. To the riders that are on the team that are getting a good amount of money for it, nothing but respect, because free money, take it while you can. But to the people that... We merged together again. But to the people that run the paid teams, I don't understand what's like in it for them. Because it's not like if I see Cam win an MX Bikes race, I don't suddenly go, oh, I need to go to xrid.co now and just buy something like whatever it is. I don't know what they do. But surely there can't be a good return on investment. I got 4th in Moto 1 Blue. Have we still got the... Yeah, we do. Okay. This will keep the fingers warm in between. Boing. Now, I wasn't unhappy with the suspension in that. I think a lot of it was the way I was going into some of the corners. So if I just carry a higher gear through the braking bumps, it'll be fine. But I was going into some of the corners at quite a sharp angle, so then I'm like slamming into the right, which makes the bike stand itself upright. So I just need to smooth it out a little bit. No, I don't post my bike pants. Moto 2 on this track, it's not a bad shout. Although I do think I have more of a chance just getting a good start and trying to stay up on the outdoors than doing fast supercross laps. Oh. Got some quite sharp takeoffs here. You really got to take the sting out of them. Right. Can we ban Raid, please? Riding the track in between races. Get him gone. Yeah. We didn't refinish in that Moto 1, by the way. Alright, let's minimise this. And we'll go again. I don't know, I just kind of go through stages of KTM or Yamaha. I've been Yamaha more recently, just because it is the faster bike. I think KTM's got a slightly better suspension, but what I found now is, because I've got used to the Yamaha, the KTM's almost a bit too agile for me, so I find myself spinning up the back wheel a lot, whereas the Yamaha definitely feels more planted on acceleration. Okay. Okay. Only me. There's so many people glitched inside each other, I'm shocked that we haven't reset the server. I'm so stupid, I really thought we'd be gone by the time I actually jumped that. Oh! Oh, when was the last time we had a red flag that helped me? It was meant to be a good day today. I think you'd have to go and get the history books out to try and find the last time a red flag actually helped me rather than hindered me. I think it's just chalked because there's so many like groups of people that are merged inside of each other. So I had that first crash there. That second crash as I got going again. The person that hit me, I probably wasn't even on his screen. Like, on his screen, I'm probably stuck inside of somebody else. It's fully chalked. there's another two inside of each other. Oh, that's got collisions. I mean, Serov was not my best friend on Monday, with going all the way across me on the start in Moto 1, but he's my best friend today by causing that to get red flagged. Oh, pardon me. I just can't believe how boofed this is. So we've got Mason and Panda are glued together. Oh, there's another set of them. Tyler and Moto are glued into each other. Breezy just rode through me like I wasn't there, so I might be inside of somebody else. MX bikes. It's very hard to be consistently, like, joyful playing this game. You know, there's so much wrong with it. Oh, Linda's home. Right. Should be good to go. 6-7 likes? Love that. Right. Let's see if... let's try again. I don't understand how people get such good starts. I feel like my reaction times are really good. I just feel like my bike doesn't go enough. Oh, wheelies. That's on me. Oh, please turn. Got another two people inside of each other there. Oh! Thank you, whoever shot their load too fast. Oh! 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 Survive! Oh my god. I get so scared jumping near people because I just know they're going to scrub the shit out of the jump and cross jump. So I just try straight airing it. Let's go, Jan. Full legal government name, Troy January. If you don't, you know. Gotta be scared. Gotta be scared. Gotta be careful around Troy just because of the ping difference as well. It's like we could be next to each other, but the game will think that we're just hitting each other and we'll go flying, so... I'm not going to try and rush anything. Thought that would have been a legs off. Oh, Troy! Somebody right on my booty. Trying to work out what line Pickle's taking and then switching at the last second. It's really tricky. We've got Neon coming up pretty fast as well. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! I don't know how Cam gets out in front just so often. And starts to be absolutely dialed. Check his PC. Get him gone. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that wasn't bad. Like roll into it rather than trying to double into it. It's getting really difficult to get to that inside with the road. Oh, I'm offline. I'm offline. Oh. Waiting for the front end to knife on one of them bumps. My bike's going to fly right into my right. Oh. I can predict the future. I saw it happening. He's going around the outside into that section as well. It's definitely my weak point there. I really don't know what they're doing. Or like what rhythm they're going through it in. Always been playing very good recently. He had a really good GB race on Monday. So he's probably faster than me right now. Oh, I'm in third. Ah, okay. Ryder's invisible because he's inside of somebody. So I definitely didn't go past anybody. Hopefully, I don't ride through him at some point, because he's not going to be happy with me, but I can't see him on the track, so there's nothing I can do about it. He's only 0.8 seconds behind me. Oh, it's gone up to 3. He might have cuts. Oh. I'm not, like, pushing. Well, I feel like I can't push anywhere at the moment. I'm really just having to tiptoe my way around. Oh, would you be able to, if you let him out, can you close my door? Linda? Would you be able, if you let him out, would you be able to close my door? Thank you. Oh, the sweet airflow is gone. Oh, rear wheel got the wrong. Ah! Why? My back wheel, and it's facing me backwards, of course it is. Back wheel just keeps getting the wrong side of these ruts. I thought I saved it, and then I opened my mouth, and it was it was too late. Spoke too soon. Oh my! Holy bumps. Oh, trainer riders behind me. It was a very poor time to have a crash. But then again, when do I ever crash at good times? It was kind of zooming, you know. Oh, it's a sharp bump there, holy. All the ruts. Why have one when you can have 3 of them? I'm going to need to ask Cam who his doctor is so I can get that Adderall prescription, because bro's just literally on another level every single weekend. Gotta respect it. So Tyler's right behind me on timing, but again I can't see him. Oh, that's Pickle that I saw behind me there. Oh, oh my god. When I get a little bit out of shape in the corners like that, I have a really bad habit of sitting down. But what happens when I sit down is it causes the bike to stand itself upright even more. So it's like my muscle memory is actually making the mistake worse for me. Uh-oh. Nice. Look at the timer on the left, like how close together everybody is. It's actually disgusting. Right. What are we doing? Never just one, is it? I think it's just the nature of how difficult the track is. Everybody, we find that limit that we're comfortable on, and we're all just sitting at that same speed. Minus Cameron Box. Take a little 2nd to 7th in one crash, over halfway through the race. Oh, 2 crashes, sorry. 2. Isn't ideal really, because I've got both Troy and Jake in front of me who I need to ideally beat for points. So if both of them two could mess up, that'd be very much appreciated. Yeah, I lost over 15 seconds in them 2 crashes. Which, considering the crashes themselves are only 3-second timers, not ideal. So I do actually have to try and push here a little bit to try and catch up to Jake and Troy, because I need the points. if I didn't miss last round, I'd be absolutely fine because I'd have a nice like 30-point buffer, but we're like right on top of each other now, points-wise. If that was one of them, I didn't see a name. Oh, well, it was going to be a legs off. Literally, I'm not even trying to scrub far, it's just these fucking choppy bumps at the top of all these jumps. Just kicks the back end around. I tell you, without sucking myself off too hard though, what a 2 laps that was. I was moving. Oh, very happy with the 2 passes on Troy and Jake as well. Yeah, let's get a bit of flow going again. That was really good for them last 2 laps. Why am I in first gear? Arms have stopped working for a second. They'll come back at some point. Don't really have anything to lose by sending it though. I just want to beat Jake. I don't know what the points difference is to Boy in the championship. But I believe Jake and Troy are the two immediate threats. We got lappers in view. Hopefully, I have a good time with them. Actually, it might not be a lapper, it might be Pickle. Actually, have I seen a single lap yet? We're 10 minutes further into the race than last time. I'm closer to the lead than I was last time. Hold on to it, buddy. Oh no, we got two people morphed into each other again. Just yet again, what a shit place to crash. I was absolutely fucking moving. I was half a second off the lead. Oh, that's depressing. Fuck. Oh, just have to fucking push to try and pass Jake. No, I didn't know if it was the last lap or not, so I tried sending it. Went for it too early. Not good. I don't know where Jake got in the first race, but I don't think I've lost... Well, Boy can still beat me. I don't know if I've lost points to him overall in this race. I'm really, really happy with my pace at the back half of this race, though. I think my lines are better than most people's. Just such a tricky track to try and push on. Right, what am I doing? Jesus Christ, that was scary. Oh, fuck me, my hands hurt. That's it. I'll be honest, that's probably one of the most frustrating motos of the year. I was so happy with how, like, my speed on the back end of that. God! I was genuinely, like, straight up, was catching the lead. I was half a second off of Tyler at one point for the lead. Obviously, I couldn't see him, but, damn, I was moving. I wasn't moving. But then again, I probably crashed a lot because I was pushing so hard to catch up with them in the first place. But yeah, them 2 laps back to back, where I caught past Troy and then caught him past Jake. Oh, felt good. Felt good. Thank you, by the way, Sin. Thank you for the 5 gifted over on Twitch. Really do appreciate that. I only heard the noise go off twice though for some reason, not 5 times. Did I podiumed overall, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I got... I might have even got second. So, Cam went 1-2. Aiden went 3... fuck knows where. Does a 4-4 beat a 2-8? Yeah, if a 4-4 beats a 2-8, then I got it, because Tyler went 12-1. Yeah? Oh, nice. There we go. We'll take a second. Not too shabby. Oh, it's still, like, I know that I'm going to just sound like... Everyone thinks I'm really negative anyway. It's all I ever see people give me shit for in Shorts comments and things like that. But I'm still really annoyed with just the amount of times I crashed. And I just... It's hard to say because, like, them 2 laps at the end where I was in pure flow state, catching up with the lead, it doesn't feel like anything changes. It just suddenly starts happening. And then all of a sudden, it will stop happening, and I'll crash. And then to have them, like, 2 crashes back to back, like, just as I start going again, that's the same where I'm not suddenly getting up and being, oh, shit, panic, go, 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 got to catch up again. I'm just trying to then go and get into the flow again, and I crash twice back to back. It's so frustrating when it happens. But it is always... It's nice to know that, granted, the track is kind of playing into my advantage here of, you know, like a bit enduro-y, very, very whooped out, or try and find some different lines. It plays into my favour a lot. But it's nice to know that at least one moto out of the 22 that we do in the year, I was able to straight up just catch the people in the lead. It doesn't happen often, but it's good. I will notice you, Rux. There we go. I notice you. Theo notices you as well. Yeah, a bit of an up and down round, but not a terrible return. Thank you also to Mr. Guy James, and thank you to Relish for both sending 1,000 joules, which I think it's $5 or £5, one of the two. I think that's the translation to it. W to both of you. Do appreciate that. Not a bad stream overall. 3 weeks off of Ariel, coming back and getting second overall. Oh, Cam just got the title in that race as well, so maybe Cam wasn't even trying that hard. There you go, Cam's won, so he hasn't even got to show up next week. He probably will, to slap his hog on the competition and just be like, yeah, I don't need to race, but I'm still going to go 1-1 anyway. But there you go, GG's to Cam. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope everyone was nice and well behaved. I couldn't see it during the race, I had it all muted. Enjoy the rest of your nights. I am probably going to stay up later tonight and have a watch of NA, so hopefully there's a good 450 rider streaming it, their POV. Chase. Stream your damn POV. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your nights. I'll see all of you... I think it's Monday for the next GB round. I think it might be the final GB round. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, appreciate it as always, and good night.